The rings appeared in the sky without a sound. They had always been there, scientists would later argue, the debris of an ancient collision captured perfectly by Earth's gravity and hidden for millennia by perspective and light. But on the night they revealed themselves, no explanation felt large enough. People stepped outside and looked up to see a vast, luminous arc stretching from horizon to horizon, brighter than the Milky Way, sharp as a blade and soft as dust at the same time. Cities fell silent. Traffic stopped in the middle of streets. Conversations ended mid-sentence. The sky, once a background, had become a presence. By day, the rings were pale and ghostly, a faint chalk line cutting across blue. By night, they ignited. Sunlight reflected off ice and stone fragments, turning the heavens into a silver crown. Children traced the curve with their fingers. Artists abandoned straight lines forever. Religions rewrote their metaphors overnight. The first real changes came with the shadows. As Earth turned, the rings cast immense moving bands across the planet. Entire regions slipped into predictable twilight each day, while others basked in constant glow. Deserts cooled. Crops adapted or failed. Cities planned their schedules around the slow passage of celestial shade. Time itself felt different when darkness came not from night but from the sky wearing a halo. Tides shifted, not dramatically but enough to matter. Coastal towns noticed the sea breathing differently, pulled gently by the added mass above. Ancient ports flooded. New wetlands were born. Whales changed their routes, singing beneath a sky that now answered back with light. Navigation was rewritten. The rings became the ultimate compass, visible from anywhere on Earth. Travelers no longer asked where the sun was, only where the arc lay. Planes adjusted routes to avoid interference from charged particles trapped within the rings. Satellites had to be reimagined or sacrificed, their orbits intersecting beauty and destruction at the same time. But the deepest change was psychological. People no longer felt alone under the sky. The rings were a constant reminder that Earth was not just a place, but an object, a body moving through space, wearing the scars of its past like jewelry. Every night, humanity slept beneath proof of cosmic violence and survival. Arguments changed tone. It was harder to pretend the planet was fragile and infinite when its rings were visible evidence of both resilience and consequence. Children grew up drawing Earth not as a simple blue sphere, but as a world adorned with light. They asked different questions. Not how big the universe was, but how often it reshaped the things inside it. There were protests too. Some people hated the rings. They said the sky was ruined, that stars were harder to see, that the old darkness was gone. Astronomers mourned lost clarity. Poets mourned the idea that mystery had been replaced with spectacle. Then one year, a meteor shower came early. Fragments from the rings, nudged by gravity and time, fell through the atmosphere in slow, blazing arcs. They burned green and white, scattering like sparks across every continent. No one ran. People gathered on rooftops and fields, watching pieces of the sky return to the ground. A woman held her child as a fragment burned out above them, whispering that it had once been part of Earth itself, the planet shedding and reclaiming its own history. From that night on, the rings felt less like an ornament and more like a story still being told. Earth had always carried the past within its rocks and oceans. Now it carried it above, visible to everyone, a reminder that even worlds leave marks on themselves, and that beauty sometimes is just the long echo of an ancient collision.